Hello everyone. So today we'll be learning how to create a simple profile card. So first and first, we'll be creating our own frame by clicking on F on your keyboard to create your own type of frame. So once we are done creating the frame, we have to go to the corner radius and add a corner radius of 30. Once we have done, we need to click on arrow on our keyboard to get our rectangle. And once we've drawn our rectangle to the top, then we have to make sure it's at the center using your alignment. Then add a corner radius of 30 also. Then we need to go to our fill in order to apply a fill color of red. All right, then once we are done, the next thing we want to do is to click on O on your keyboard or go to your shape tool to get the O. So we need to draw an ellipse right now. And to get a perfect cycle, we have to hold down our shift key to get a perfect cycle. Once we're done with it, make sure it's at the center using your alignment. Make sure you adjust it so well. So once you're done with the alignment, what you have to do, we have to add a fill of red. We are going to be using red also. So I would like to add a stroke to it. I would like to add a stroke, a white stroke. So once I add a white stroke around it, I would like to increase it to 2. 2 is fine. Then I would like to, okay, that's fine. We'll leave it like that. Then you have to add your image, but I'm not going to be adding a personal image. So what I'll do is to go to my plugins and click on profile. So this profile or user profile is going to give you any kind of image you want, any kind of avatar. I mean, so it's going to give any type of avatar. There's a female, there's a male. So let's just choose the female. Then you click on insert. Then you wait for it. Okay, so once you've gotten the avatar you want, so that's fine. So the next thing we want to be doing is to add a text. That's your name. So you can include your name by clicking on the T on your keyboard or on the text tool, just right there. Then once we are done writing, and then make sure that you select the right size you want. So here we use the size of 24 and we'll make it bold. Then we have to make sure we align it properly to the center. So you go to your alignment and then align it to the center. So once I'm done, I will use my Control D. If you're using a MacBook, Command D to drag the name you wrote down so that we can just use the same text instead of clicking on your text tool. So I will just write my occupation right there. Then once I'm done, I would like to reduce the size because the main focus is actually your name. So I reduce the size, make it medium. I use regular, but it wasn't really that obvious. So medium is fine. And then make sure it's at the center, okay? So once I'm done, what I'll be doing here is I want to click, I'll select the name and then the occupation and add my auto layout. Please, you have to add your auto layout so that you can know the spacing so that we can add a proper spacing. So here I was trying to enlarge it, but I wasn't seeing it so well. But if you're not seeing the spacing, you can see it from here. So just go to, yes, go to your right hand panel and then you can reduce the size. Yes, the spacing. So you can give it whatever spacing you want. So once we are done with this, make sure you also click on your avatar, that's your ellipse, so that you can also add auto layout to give it the right spacing. Then once we are done, we'll definitely proceed with our line 2. Either you click on L on your keyboard or you just go to the shape tool and then hold down your shift key and draw your line 2 to get a perfect line. Make sure it's at the center. So we'll be adding a fill of red fill. I'm going to be adding I want to make it round at the edge. So I'll just go below there, click on round, then I'll be making it 2. I want to be adding the weight. I want it to be 2 so that it can be obvious. So once I'm done, I'll select it with my With my other ones already selected, add my auto layout and then adjust the size properly. Once I'm done with that, so the other thing I have to do is you can kind of any write-up explaining why you chose this occupation or what you really do, just a little just to spice it up. So you can write whatever you want to. So I decided to write. I just decided to write exactly what I do. So okay, okay, just to okay, all right. I chose the product design track because I love solving visual problems using UI UX designs. So once I'm done with my test, I'll have to make sure it is properly aligned with the right size and with the right text font. So what I'll do is, yes, okay, the size, we have to choose, so I make sure you click on this button. That's the center, go there to your alignment also. Yes, center alignment, then you can adjust it the way you want, but make sure it's arranged properly. Then once I'm done with it, I have to hold down my text, select it with the other ones, and then add my auto layout using a so that I can select the right amount of spacing I want. So once we are done with this, mind you, this is just a simple profile card. So once you're done with it, you can go to bring out your icons. That is Facebook, Twitter, where they can easily reach out to you. So you can go to icon finder on your browser, but me, I won't be going there because I already created an asset. So I think in the next class, we'll just talk about how to create an asset or a component. So I already have my own component, so I'll just adjust the spacing if I want to. Make sure it's at the center, and I'll also hold it down to add my auto layout. Okay, all right, so my auto layout has been added right here. So we want to make it responsive. So that's the reason we are also adding auto layout. So you can see that this profile card is not responsive. It's not responsive, and we're trying to create a profile card that is responsive. So you can see that it's not responsive. So what are we going to do? So you click on your rectangle first. We have to set the constraint to left and right. Then we send it to top. Good. Then you see what is happening now. This is actually responsive, just the rectangle. So I had to do it one so that you can actually understand what I'm doing. So only the rectangle right now that is actually responsive, the rest are not. So what I'm going to do, click on the rest. I already added my auto layout to everything. So I'll just adjust constraint to left and top, left and right, and then top. And then you will see now that this profile card is now responded. So this card is a responsive card. This is a responsive profile card, and you can only achieve this by using your auto layout. So most of us designers are still designing button with some rectangle tool. We have to stop it to use our auto layout. Okay, bye.